You know, when shopping online, many of us take a look at the reviews from other customers who went before us. Were they satisfied, disappointed, angry? Well, it turns out some of them were paid to give a glowing review about products they hadn't even tried. Now, Amazon is fighting the phonies in court. There's no telling how many consumer product reviews on Amazon's website are bogus or paid for to make the seller look good. But Amazon says their actions are unfair and deceptive, adding the posters knew that Amazon's policies prohibited both paid reviews and fictional reviews and tarnished Amazon's brand.
If people start noticing that there's a lot of very fake-seeming reviews on the website, they're just not going to trust Amazon.
The practice is flagrant on websites like Fiverr, where people openly offer to write awesome 5-star reviews for just $5. But if you're planning a purchase through Amazon or any other site, there are ways to sniff out the phonies.
If you look and it has 2 or 3 reviews and they're all raving, you know, generally that can kind of stink a little bit.
Tampa app developer Taylor Wallace recommends you click the history of a user posting rave reviews. Users who have reviewed lots of products over a long time are likely to be more trustworthy. He also goes to other impartial websites to research a product he's thinking of buying.
Like I always look on CNET for electronic stuff, consumer reports, consumer reviews.
The Amazon lawsuit was filed in Washington State, where the company's located, but it's expected to send a clear message across the country.
Amazon's efforts with this lawsuit will result in fewer fake reviews because it's clear they're getting serious about stopping the problem.
Well, Amazon is not suing the website Fiverr. The company claims they actively remove services members that violate their terms of use.
That's right. The crackdown has begun. The crackdown has begun on fake reviews. You can get sued. You can get caught. You can get in trouble. So now is more important than ever, guys, to learn how to use an email list, how to promote on Facebook, how to promote on other social media platforms. And I've actually got the solution for you on that. I guess I'm going to give it away now, but I am going to be releasing my last product, my final product for nonfiction that will blow everyone away. It's going to change the landscape of Kindle publishing, and there is one serious plot twist to it that no one can ever see. So I know you're all exhausted from all these freaking nonfiction courses coming out. It's like, guys, how many upsells can we come up with, right, for these nonfiction courses? But I guarantee you, this one's going to be totally different, and there, again, is a surprise twist that you're going to love. So I'll get to the whole point of this video today, but real quickly, if you want to get notified when the course is released, I'm going to leave you a link below. Just fill out your email, your name. I'm going to actually just take that out here. And we just need your email and your name, and let me know what you want to learn the most about publishing, and I promise you, I will not disappoint. So, what I want to talk about today is, you know, I've been talking a lot about fiction lately. I still want to help everyone and let everyone know that I'm involved with nonfiction. So, that's how I started with Kindle publishing. I started out as an author, an actual author, for nonfiction, and then I kind of found out about this whole publishing game. So that's where I'm at. And although I am transitioning most of my attention to fiction, I will never turn my away from nonfiction completely. So I'm still 100% here for you guys. Keep that in mind. So I wanted to have a bunch of questions tossed to me, as I like to help the community. It's my form of charity work. And we've got the questions, and I'm going to get your answers, hopefully. I haven't even rehearsed. I haven't really read through the questions, but I'm sure if I'm worth a shit, I can answer them all. So here we go. Solomon, what's up, my man? How do you successfully increase your ad budget? I believe many of the books I could have reached more customers, but I'm not sure how to increase the ad spend effectively, since the major keywords are already targeted. Okay, thanks. Okay, so that's a good question. Solomon, what I'd have to ask you is, okay, where is your average cost of sales at right now? As you probably already know, anything below 50% is already profitable. So you're going to have to play this balancing act between increasing your ad spend and decreasing profitability. Or what you can do is, if you're still concerned about profitability, you can drive up your ad spend to get theoretically more exposure to the keywords you're targeting, but also try increasing the list price of your book so that you can increase the royalty and maintain a good margin. And that's pretty much what this question is everything I teach in Revelavi in my course on nonfiction ads, my strategy on using ads. Man, hey, use coupon code Miami for it, and you're gonna get it for less than $200. So I'll leave a link below for that as well. But I just answered your question, so fair enough. Other than that, Solomon, what I'd suggest to you for the major keywords that you're targeting, in addition to the keywords that you've got, think of other possible keywords that this keyword is for. So like, I have no idea what your keyword is, so I'm just going to give you ideas. Like maybe there's other big name authorities for this niche or the keyword that you're in that you can target. So let's say if you're in self-help, you want to target maybe you could try targeting Tony Robbins. If you're doing something about financial responsibility, target Dave Ramsey, Susie Orman, everyone related to that. If you're targeting intermittent fasting, you want to definitely set Jason Fung as a keyword you want to target. And that way, you can be more laser focused on what readers and your audience, your potential audience anyway, are looking at and what will help you drive conversions, because they're already interested in a given topic. They just need to have their eyeballs in front of you. You just need the visibility, right? So that's pretty much it, man. And here, your next question, what is my number one tip for establishing a successful brand? To like really cement a brand, you need to have an audience, right? So you can feel like, I know I always hop on an email list, so I'll play devil's advocate. Let's say I didn't have an email list. What you need to do then, man, if you don't want to use an email list, is you need to be successful with your book series on Amazon. And by that virtue, if you're like selling hundreds and hundreds of books, inevitably you're going to have readers who are shopping on Amazon that are looking forward to a sequel or a subsequent book. So, success will drive even a series with no back end to become a successful brand. That's something I kind of did with my powerlifting books. I didn't really build out a back end, although I do have one. But people, if they really like one book and they know you've got other books under that same pen name, they're going to want to read it. Now, a more complete answer will be to have an actual audience. You can actually direct and control and blast out notifications to. So email list, Facebook group, Reddit subgroup that you have authority on or have permission to self-promote towards. Be creative, like your Instagram guys. What are you using Instagram for other than checking out your friend's girlfriend? Make use of that. Just be creative with social media marketing, man. Like, don't just use social media to like look at friends. Figure out how you can leverage it to make money. So groups, following other groups, follow other pages, create your own page, do whatever it takes. Build an audience. Kevin, on an AMS auto campaign, is there a way to see the keywords? Theoretically, yes, there is, Kevin, but not after you've already created the campaign. So what you can do is if you're about to create an ad, I've noticed if you set the ad from automatic to manually targeted, it will show you the keywords it was going to automatically target anyhow, and then you can tweak it from there. But after the fact that you set an auto campaign, you can't see the keywords. Okay? Banjo. What's up, Banjo? Question about branding. How many keywords can you get in a niche before branding that particular area? Dude, you can create a brand around your first book. So there's two strategies around this, and I'm knowledgeable about this because I'm experiencing it right now. Two ways you can go. Either my strategy that I've done with my coach for my fiction brand is to build upfront assets like an email list, a reader group, and then take the risk, take the gamble on like this investment up front and putting it towards the first book, not knowing how the first book will do. If it does well, awesome. If it flops, that's the risk you took. Now for nonfiction, what I've done for powerlifting, and I think this is the approach that a lot of you are going to use otherwise, is, okay, I did my first book on Amazon with powerlifting. It did okay. It did well enough to encourage me to do a second book. The second book did a lot better. I'm like, aha, there's traction here. So then I was like, okay, I want to create a brand around this. So then I released 3 more books. And from there, I was able to create a brand around those books without even really spending much on ads. Just time and attention put on promoting the books on social media. So I didn't even create a brand with money. I mean, it cost me money to like write the series and like buy the covers on some of them. But to promote them, I didn't even really use money to promote. I just went on Facebook. I went on Reddit. I even used a little bit of my own Instagram account to like just hustle my books out, and that's a brand of books that I have. Your second question: running AMS for your books. How can you avoid it and still keep the books selling? That's a great question, Banjo. I'm gonna say right now for nonfiction, ads are the #1 way to keep your books selling, because we have to realize Amazon shoppers are ready to buy, and they're already on the platform to buy books. So you want to run ads on that platform because they're ready to buy. But as a secondary method, if you didn't want to run ads, let's say you want to do things the free way, like I think it was you that we had a private discussion about, you wanted to do a certain niche, and we decided you could do like a fan club for it, or rather a group, a Facebook group. So you can keep growing out your group, and like maybe once a month or even twice a month, you have to promote your book. Promotion will help you continually sell. So you can say, hey everyone, just in case you haven't bought my book already, or if you're new to my group, here's my release. It covers everything you're interested in. If you would, please don't mind, show some support, buy the book. I'm sure you'll love it. It's a great gift. Whatever you need to say. But the fact is, Banjo, you need to promote in some way for a book to keep selling. Like any other product, any other like brand, really. If you don't have promotions running for your content, inevitably it will falter and die out in time. Just a fact. Stefan, how do you research your customers? That is a very, 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 very broad question. How do you research your customers? So let's say I'll go back to the time I published a book. I wrote a book, published a book, whatever, on fidget spinners, and how it transgressed towards publishing the Yo-Yo Tricks book. So what I knew for fidget spinners is that it was a very popular toy here in America and also in Europe. I'm sure you're familiar with them, Stefan. And I knew that kids in elementary school, primarily from the ages of 5 through 11, and also even 12 to 14, were the most avid users of fidget spinners. And they're more than ever inclined to not only play with the fidget spinners at home, but also at school. And from there, I realized, okay, I had this successful book on fidget spinners. What else do I know about this demographic that I can sell maybe a second book towards? And I thought, okay, well, yo-yos aren't any more popular in the 21st century, but they're popular enough still to where I can create a book. So the thought process behind that, #1, some of it was just common sense. But let's say if you wanted to do actual research on a demographic, you have to read articles, man. You have to do your research. Like you just said, how do you research your customers? Like use the internet, man. Like you read articles about your demographic, what they're interested towards, join what groups they're in, know what they're reading, know what they're buying, what's a popular fad with them. Like let's say we were interested in promoting a new rap album to a bunch of let's say teenage kids. Like we want to know who they listen to, like what artists exactly they listen to, what kind of rap. Like are they listening to gangster rap? Or are they listening to mumble rap? Are they still listening to trap music? You have to really just know you have to know your customers, and you just have to like just study them, like study. It's just work. Romaine, what's up, Romaine? How much should we depend on swaps? Funny you ask me. Now look, I'm not a freaking social justice warrior acting like swaps are the devil, okay? It doesn't make you a pedophile for using swaps, right? Because we've all used them at some point. What you need to realize, though, Romaine, is that swaps are going to be cracked down on. Obviously, fake reviews have had people not only warned and had their accounts banned, but they've been sued for. I'm not making this up. I mean, we just had a news reel right in front of this video substantiate that. So, I mean, yeah, of course it's going to be faster to start from scratch using review swaps, but you're playing with fire. And again, it's a ticking time bomb. So, I really want to get people away from that, as it's just not going to be a sustainable way of doing business, no matter what anyone tells you. So, that's why I want people to, like, as soon as they can, learn how to promote their books otherwise from using fake reviews. Because, I mean, come on. How fucking stupid does it sound that you're going to create an online full-time business that relies on using fake reviews to promote your products? It's stupid. So why not do things the right way and learn how to market properly? So, with that, if you're running AMS, should you still run swaps? Okay, if you're running AMS, you just need to get reviews, man. You don't need to do swaps. You just need to learn how to market your stuff. Honestly, you can get reviews just like by having a good book. Look, I'll show you a book that's doing well for me right now. So I'll give you an example of, again, my powerlifting books. I never ran a single swap on them. Even when I knew about swaps, I decided that I wanted to keep things, natural for my brand, as my pride is attached to them. And these are all real reviews. Like, not all, like a good amount of them are also 1-star guys. Like, these are all real reviews. And there's not much more I have to say about that. You just have to have good content out, promote it on social media in some form or through your email, and you'll get reviews. So that's how it's done. So let's see what else we got. Hey, that was about it. So again, guys, I know we're all sick of courses and buying courses, but just have a leap of faith. There's no pressure to buy anything. Just leave your email in the link that I'm going to give you below, and I'll notify you when this course is ready. And again, what I've got prepared is something you have not yet ever seen a course ever feature. And just to make it a little spicy, I'll give you a taste about how to do an overview of fiction publishing in the course. So we'll still go over everything about nonfiction, but I'll give you a little taste on fiction too. So if you're interested in starting fiction, join this email list, and I'll let you know when the course is out, and you won't want to wait for the surprise that I've got. So until then, guys, take care. See you later.